The biggest trend, I think, is the fact that ESG itself has become one of the top 4 trends in asset management. So I would see the top 4 trends being smart beta, fintech, compliance, and ESG. For instance, also CEO of FTSE has pointed to that in a Financial Times interview. And within ESG, I would argue the biggest and most relevant parts recently are technical sophistication, the introduction of automatic technology to certain aspects of ESG, plus an enhancement of subtopics within ESG that get better researched. I think technology can add value in really many parts of the investment process. The reason is that the investment process, as you describe it, is not yet always very systematically organized. So it's a lot of discretion, it's a lot human speed, not necessarily machine speed, which is a considerable difference. The issue with discretionary is how do you repeat the performance? And so from a perspective of an asset management firm, not necessarily the individual, it is beneficial to build processes that are repeatable in finding upside opportunities, finding downside risk protection, and technology is great in helping to build systematic, repeatable processes in a resource efficient way. I was quite attracted by the technology. I also was attracted by the vision and the speed of Datamaran's or eRevalue's leadership team. I think there is great ideas, there's great inspiration, and there is a great ambition to enhance, not necessarily disrupt any industries, just enhance any industries with better technology. I believe that the systematic collection of reporting information in the context of the relevant legislation on the respective themes is a hugely interesting information set for a variety of different parties, being it corporates, being it consultants, being it investors, for instance, in the private equity space. So a long-term investor would, of course, invest in corporations with the mission to have sustainable pensions and comply with their fiduciary duty. And Datamaran certainly indicates to them which companies are more transparent on certain ESG issues. That is quite useful, and thereby assisting the long-term investor in potentially uncovering risks subject to studying financial materiality in more detail, but of course that's in planning. From the perspective of the corporate, I think it helps them to reflect on transparency. Reporting itself doesn't mean effective risk management, but it at least signals a degree of awareness, and in combination with a legislation database and the fact that it covers publicly listed and private listed firms is certainly a great step ahead for responsible investors, asset managers, asset owners alike in analyzing this type of information.